Hey guys, so I'm late. Before we get into today's podcast, I don't know if you guys can see. He was rough. He was getting rough the last couple weeks. I think it's due to the cold weather. Been watering him. You guys see it? Right? Like it has to be the cold weather. Can we have a moment of silence for Chave, please? No, I didn't overwater. Like, I'm telling you, it's the cold weather. Nothing changed. Yeah, sad. This will be the last podcast with Chave. He has a little bit of green. A little bit of green right here. But he's falling off. So this is going to be the last podcast with Chave Davey. Officially. I wasn't even overwatering him. He's one of those plants you're supposed to water once a week. I was not overwatering him. It's not funny. I'm not giving him stem cells. All right. So you know what I'm saying? Let's a moment of silence. Give me 10 seconds for Chave. You guys, he's been here with us the entire time. 10 seconds. Thank you. DF, if you could make me a little montage of the good times with Chave, I'd appreciate it. The song from Fast and Furious playing in the background until I see you again, or whatever it's called, I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. I'm actually really sad about Chave not making it. So you guys know how hyped I always have been about Chave, man. All right, let me catch up. Who's in the chat? I'm gonna try to go quick. Emiliano, what's going on? Joe Nelson, what up? Linky Slinky, what's cracking? Trip War, thanks for coming through. JW Buckley, DF, Taylor Palmer, Luis Berga, what's going on? Michael, Richie Rich, Shane Owens. Shane, thank you. The Truth, what up? Joe Nelson, Devin's Classy Finger. Crazy Uncle Jim, you overwatered. No, I didn't. Let's see. USS Liberty, never forget. If it dies, I'm unsubscribed. Well, he's not all the way gone, but I'm gonna have to take him down after this probably. Don't Cactus Hibernate. What's up? JW Buckley. Does say hi to everybody. We all caught up. Calvin Jones. What's up? Andre Alexiev. I know. Michael Morris. Calvin Jones. Stem cells. Good call. Dr. Mark would claim they work. Nothing they can't do. Repot it in fresh soil. Maybe it'll come back. He's at the verge of death. What's up, man? Good practice last weekend. Thank you, Benji. Andre, you should have treated us like a kid and flushed down the toilet and just got a bigger one. Today's energy drink, Rockstar Fruit Punch. Bit, what's going? Much love, Derek. Hope you and your family are good. Is that a joke, Bit? Are you joking with me right now? That's my family right there. Yvonne Marrero, what up? Honest, had a dog? Devin Laird's hand measurements, 8.6 inches in length from wrist to tip. Can you measure your hand? It's hard for me to. You know what? Emma, come here. need you to measure my hand from the base of my palm to the tip of my middle finger.
Base of
Yeah, hold it right there.
So like that's the tip?
Yeah. Down to right there. Right here, probably. Okay, what is that? Move finger. It's like just below 9. It looks like, yeah. So just below 9. I'd say. Okay, let go. Release. Okay. Is Devin the Tom Brady of arm wrestling now? He's up there. I mean, in terms of records, he's not really approaching John's record anytime soon, but he's definitely up there. What's DK Cavu? What's happening? Any good training footage coming out with you and your team? Yeah, if my team would stop canceling. I was supposed to go to the gym with my teammate tonight, and he just canceled. And then I was supposed to go to the gym tomorrow with Larry Wheels, and I realized I have to go to a wedding tomorrow. So I had to cancel that. So me and Larry are going to lift on Saturday together. So I got to get some footage for you guys. Yeah, matches are coming. Should have given it Gatorade, electrolytes. Yeah, take that little baby hand out. Oh, baby hands, Devin. Yeah, that's right. Almost same size as Devin or bigger. I think they're a little bigger, right? Or did you say 8.6? No, yeah, mine are bigger than 8.6. Mine were closer to 9. If Devin can beat LeVon, he should be considered the GOAT of his time, period. Of his time. Yeah, but I mean, how can you be GOAT of your time? Greatest of all time of your time? No, it's greatest of GOAT is greatest of all time. You can't be the greatest of all time of your time. It's greatest of all time. That's the just showing what's the bad news. Chave died, or he's on his deathbed. This is the last podcast with Chave. I think it's the cold weather. We definitely didn't overwater him. It has to be because the weather's been changing and it's been colder. That's the only thing that makes sense. Nothing has changed with Chave. Nothing has changed, and he died. You're an inspiration, Derek. Thank you, Sal. I appreciate that. So your hand is like 11 inches. You can easily palm a basketball. Repot Chave with some light nutrients. I don't know if you can come back from that. Johnny Dang, what up? Too many nutrients will kill a plant too. White Wolf Thursday wedding. That's just wrong. It will not last. Sorry. Yeah, I got to go down there. Bridget asked me. She booked me. So that means Michael Jordan isn't the GOAT, right? There's a lot of debates for that, but I mean, he's definitely widely regarded as the GOAT for basketball. Michael Morris, what was up with the setup with Devin and Dennis? Dennis is outside his shoulder and partially palm up because he's trying to connect bottom two and get connected to Devin. Pet peeve of mine is when people say greatest of all times. It's just time. Derek, what is your prediction? Our ability versus Lachlan? Lachlan. It's kind of like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron comparison when it comes to Devin and John. Corey McPhee, great combo. Has John ever been world number 1 left-hand open class? I don't know. I know he beat Travis left-handed at some point. I don't know the context of it, though. I don't know if Travis was tired or whatever, but I know he's beaten Travis left-handed. I think some plants you have to repot because the roots get too big for their current pot. Not sure if that's the case here, though. Needs electrolytes. What about Irakli versus Paul? Irakli and Paul in? Ooh. Obviously, I'm cheering for Paul Lynn. Irakli's tough. Irakli handled Rustam, I think, a little better than Paul did. I'm going with Paul. Faith. Okay, let's get into East vs. West. Let's do the review. Let's talk about our matches, the matches that happened. We'll break these down. I got the photo of all the matches, the order or whatever right here. Okay, so the one match I missed one match. I missed the very first match, which was Fia and Rosa. I heard Fia won, so got that prediction right. But I missed that match, you guys. How did that match look? Did Fia was it easy or was it a war? That's the only one I missed. I set the alarm. I was sleeping and I woke up and I was already 20 minutes past and I was late. What do you guys think? How did Fia and Rosa go? Who caught that match? The first match of the night. Was it a war? Or did Fia just destroy her? Anybody? You guys, can we get some likes in the chat? 83 people, 27 likes. We had a like spike in the chat. If you're in here and you are on your phone, X out the live chat, bring back, hit the thumbs up, then bring back up the live chat. If we can get a little like spike in the chat, I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate a little thumbs up action. My point, let all time. Rosa was overpowering the first round, but then Fia top rolled her. Oh, okay. Rosa got the flash pin, definitely her top one. Okay. Yes, mommy. Thank you guys for the like spike. All right. So I don't have a lot to say about that. Congratulations, Fia. Matt Mask and Frank Lamparelli. One of the 3 matches I got wrong in my predictions. So I did say, if you guys were in here, do you remember? I did say that Frank has the proper style to beat Matt. I just thought that maybe Matt would have enough horsepower that the style wouldn't matter. Turns out I was incorrect. Turns out that Frank had enough horsepower mixed with the superior style to get it done. Ended up beating it was 3-1, right? But I think Matt won 1 round on fouls, I believe. But pretty good showing from Frank Lamparelli. Yeah. Was it 3-1? It was 3-1, right? And so, like, man, Matt, I love Matt. I love Matt to death. Awesome dude. Where does he stand right now? Where does he stand to you guys? Like, had some nice matches with Klinachenko, right? I think Klinachenko kills Frank Lamparelli. I think. It's just style. I think Matt needs to be a little more choosy of who he's arm wrestling. This is what I think. I think that there's some styles, people that pull really knuckles up and really hand dominant top rollers. I think that's the worst ones for Matt to face. Matt needs to get matched up with some hook pullers where his style can shine, where it can really do well, right? I think he needs to just be a little bit choosy for a little bit about who he's arm wrestling and arm wrestle some hook pullers, some people that are going to fight and in Matt's style will look amazing. Like, he's going against guys like who are prioritizing Matt's biggest weakness because of his style, because he dumps. I do think Matt's great, you know. But I think Frank Lamparelli was really bad matchup for him stylistically, for sure. And Frank ended up being in better shape than I thought he was. So congratulations to Frank Lamparelli for the win, 100%. It sucks, man. I really want to see Matt, win, to put it lightly, I guess. How long is Rosa pulling in the real question? I don't know anything about her. Let's see. Rosa Resfia proof that weight does not matter that much. Or the plant gets the last nail. It's messed up. Dave Anderson, what up? Wing Zero, yo, what's cracking? What about a bigger pot? The pot's pretty big. I mean, we could check that out. Is the bad news your match is canceled? No, the bad news is that Chave is dead, basically. Everyone thinks you versus Matt would be a good measurement match. I'm down to have that match for sure. White Wolf, members for 26 months. Thank you for the support all the time, brother. He says, I don't know what that is. Fia all the way. Okay, there we go. Fia all the way. I can't pronounce what else you wrote there. So I got the Fia all the way part. Derek, don't give up on Chave. $100 super chat if you bring him back from the brink. We're going to have a serious meeting. Me, Chave, Bridget, Emma, Jesus. We're going to have a real serious meeting about what's going to happen here with Chave. And thank you for always supporting the channel, White Wolf. Dave says, seems poor plant maintenance. No, he's been watered. He's in the exact same spot he's always been. He's not been overwatered. He's not been underwatered. The only thing that makes sense is that it's way colder out now. That the weather has changed. That's the only thing that makes sense to me about why he took a turn for the worse. Yeah. Would have very good replayability for a, what is the word, rivalry? Let's see. Paul Stevens, what's going on? You should water based on the pot weight water when on the pot weight water when really light and dry. Poor Chave. I know. Don't rub it in. All right, I'm having a rough go of it. Bro, you have 6 plant experts in the chat right now. Shirley Matienda is super strong. He should bully his opponents with it. Pot might be too big, to be honest. Do you have any rivals in arm wrestling? I mean, this is going to sound super cliche, but myself, I'm my biggest rival. I mean, really, though, to be honest. What do you think of Devin versus Levon rematch? Does he have a better chance this time? Well, his chance isn't worse. He for sure has a better chance, 100%. I mean, with Levon being injured, taking that dip in strength and going to have to get stronger again, Devin being the strongest he's been, yeah, definitely has a better chance for sure. So, all right, next match. Sasha Andreev and Artem Tainov. Artem should have been on the East vs. West card for a while, I think. Artem is super explosive, very exciting arm wrestler, always has been. And so he handled Sasha really well. I wasn't expecting to go forward with his shoulders so much, but he did. That was super impressive from Artem Tainov. Yeah, excited to see more matches from him. So that was the left-handed match with Artem and Sasha. So I predict that one correct. I said Artem was going to be too big of a guy for Sasha, and he kind of was, I guess. So, yeah. Although their weight, no, he was 95 kg, and Sasha was 88 kg, I think, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, I mean, Artem was too explosive, backwards and sideways, and Sasha couldn't handle the explosivity. Let's see. Lloyd Christmas, member for 26 months. Yo, peeps, what up, Xavier? What up, my boy? Hope you're doing well. Hope training's going well. My boy Xavier here has a big super match coming up in like a week. So excited for that. Go crush him, Xavier. Neil's index finger shave might have ran out of nutrients. I'm good at growing food for beef. Thomas Miles says, hey, big man, we need some updated video on your gym progress. All right, I'm going to get that. Russell Monroe, what up? Bring Shave near the screen so we can examine closely. Shave Davey's condition matches Dave Chafee's condition. It's like the Rose and Beauty and the Beast. That's bad. I can't. What a ruthless comment. I can't believe you just said that. That's messed up, Chimp. Damn. It's like the Rose and the Beauty and the Beast. The petal falls off. Every time Dave lost a match, Shave lost an arm. Oh, that's so messed up. That's so messed up. All right. Moving on. Kamil Jablonski and Ivan Matyushenko. I predicted Ivan Matyushenko to win. Stylistically, I knew Kamil coming forward and Ivan likes to hook. It would just go right into Ivan's style, his sweet spot. But that round one though was like, that was the fastest. Not, I've seen faster, right? I've seen some Kazakhstan guys go a little faster, but like for a super heavyweight or heavyweight speed, like that was wild. I don't even know if I can move my arm that fast. I hope I would tear something here. Did you guys even see that? Like, hold on. Like, I don't even know if the camera picks that up. That's how fast he pinned Kamil. But it was because Kamil went forward. He lightened up to try to get his arm behind it, and it just got. And but Ivan was way too much inside for sure. It was a real bad matchup for Kamil. I think Kamil's great. I still think he has a bright future. Those of you guys that have followed the channel for a while know that I'm a big Kamil Jablonski fan. I believe in Kamil. I really do think he can do great things. I know he trains really hard. Super nice guy. I got to meet him last time or the time before. I was in Turkey. Great dude. So I'm excited to watch his progress. It kind of happened the same thing as me a little bit, although they didn't feed him to Morozov or Ravaz, but I beat Tim Breslin. He beat Dave Chafee. And then all of a sudden, boom, they moved me to 12th in the world. They moved him to like 11th in the world. And then that means the next match, he's going to have a high-end match. But they gave him Ivan Matyushenko, a super high-end dude. But yeah, I mean, they threw him to the wolves a little bit especially in terms of stylistically. That was a bad matchup for Kamil. So I'm excited to see the future of with Kamil. Ivan Matyushenko, one of my top 5 favorite arm wrestlers of all time. Dude's a beast. I do not want to arm wrestle him, but I will. Right-handed, I'll arm wrestle him. I'll arm wrestle you, Ivan. I think. Let's see. Hook setting monster. Levi Prince. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's going on, Levi? I want 100% Dennis versus 100% Levon. Did you give Chafe fertilizer plant food? No, I have these little nutrient sticks you put in the soil. I could probably put another one of those in there. I put a few in there. How's everyone training? How's everyone training? Yvonne in top 10? Yeah. Chave turning into Charlie Brown Christmas tree. White Wolf, we get it, man. Don't rub it in. I'm almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube. Attaboy. Hey, moderators, you guys plug Levi Prince's YouTube channel in the chat, please. And who else is in here? Benji was in here. DF, plug yours. Is there anybody else's channel in here that I'm not thinking of? Oh, Matt Fish. What up, my boy? Yeah, I know. I'm sad about Chave. I got to figure this out. Thomas Miles, who do you think will win between Uncle John and Jeff Dabe? I don't know. If Jeff's in full working form, then it should be Jeff. But Uncle John's good left-handed, so Uncle John's I'm going to go with Jeff. But not because I think Uncle John's bad. That's my guy. I think he's great. I think John is fighting up there. I think he's the underdog. He probably likes being the underdog. Levi training is going well. PR after PR after PR. Hey. Wing Zero says, cheese, Bob squared pants behind you. No, it's shredded cheese. It says shredded above his head. Shredded cheese. Get it? Shredded cheese. Let's see. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, man. Do you think Levon's right will ever be the same after the wrist injury? Shane, you think Uncle John 3-0? Wait, so is Jeff hurt or something? So is Jeff full functioning and everything? He's okay. He's not injured and all that stuff. If he's full functioning Jeff Dabe, unless something is set him back that I don't know about, then I would think Jeff is the favorite. If there's something wrong with Jeff, then or has been for the last couple of years, or he hasn't been training, then that's different. I don't know where his current status is. Yeah, I think his right now. Al Smith, he said, "Do you think Levon's right will ever be the same after the wrist injury?" I think that we'll never know. I think that people were closing in on Levon, and the Hermes match showed maybe some angles and some ways to give Levon trouble, to tire him out, right? That it showed that his endurance isn't that good if you can get a stop on him. It showed that he's very dedicated to that outside move no matter what. It showed that his inner elbow can die from being pronated for too long and stuff like that, and not too long of a match. You just have to be able to stop it. So it kind of showed some angles. So people are going to be getting closer and closer to figuring Levon out, to taking rounds, if not taking victories, right, over him, complete victories. So I think that wrist injury is going to be a problem forever, right? Will it really be a problem? I don't know. I just know that people were going to start figuring him out. But will he cite it as a problem from now on, even though people were going to be able to figure him out anyway? That's what we've talked about that a few times on the show. Like, is he going to use it as an excuse from now on? No, I lost because I had the wrist injury. I would never lost a round if it wasn't for the wrist injury, but we won't talk about how Hermes got that stop. Hermes was going to win the next round, guaranteed. If Levon didn't back out with the oxygen mask, Hermes won the next round. Now, Levon still won the match for sure, but he said he would never lose a round. So I think we can all agree that Hermes is going to win the next round. Levon was gassed, and Hermes is just going to sit back there and do that again. So, yeah. Who knows? When you can get Levon, Derek, a little ways away from that. Jeff is natural, doesn't train as hard as John. I'll let John win, but I'd like to see Jeff win. Levi Prince says, when do you think an arm wrestler's prime is? I say later in life, like 50. I don't know about 50. I could see like 40 to 45, somewhere in there. Probably closer to 40, I would think. I'm so excited to see more Dennis matches. Why the shade? No, and not shade. It's just, well, I guess it kind of is. He's my buddy. I love Levon. Super funny dude. Love talking to him. It's just, you can't deny the coincidental time for him to back out of that match. I'm just watching. I'm sitting back and watching. I hope to God he heals up 100%. I hope to God that if he does take the loss, he doesn't say, well, my wrist is hurt, right? But this is what we do know. We do know that the moment before he was about to lose a match or his first round, he backed out. And then the very next day, the very first interview, he said, well, I still haven't lost a round after he backed out. Like, he somehow made it without oxygen, those first rounds, but then the moment he's about to lose a round, I'm out. Right? Like, the coincidence of that is just crazy to me. That you know what I mean? And then says the next day, well, I still never lost a round, and brings it up immediately. I don't like that. That's not our champion guy saying that. That was kind of weak-minded of Levon, that one thing. So I don't know. But so I'm just worried that people are going to start, like I said, the people will start figuring him out, that he's just going to use the injury now as an excuse. But no, I love Levon. I just didn't like that one instance, right? That one situation. You know, like if Hermes earned it and he earned that one win for the round that didn't even matter, it was already over, then he earned it. Like, don't just say I'm done as of right now. Does anybody agree with me? Okay. No, we're gonna. Okay. Do you think we're gonna start a poll? We're gonna start a poll. I want to know the community on this, the community ideas on this. So, did Levon really have to stop at that round? Now, the question I'm asking is, did he really have to stop at that round, or did he stop because he was tired? I'm not denying he was definitely tired. Did he really stop at that round because he could not go anymore, or because he would not go anymore? Meaning he didn't want to lose the next round to Hermes, and so he's like, I'm just going to back out because say that I can't breathe right now. That's what I want to know. I want to know public opinion. Maybe I'm just being a dick. Maybe I'm just being like, but like he said he'd never lose a round. The moment he's about to lose a round, he says, I can't breathe anymore. This is the timing of it. And the fact that he said he would never lose a round. And that one pivotal moment is the time where he's like, I'm injured. I don't know. I'm just not sold on it. Like, yeah. That was an important moment to me. But if I am incorrect, if really he could not go anymore, then I apologize. I'm 100% wrong. 100%. It just was a weird time. A weird time to, I don't know. And like I said, I love Levon. I hung out with him a bunch of times. Super nice dude. Love that guy. Big teddy bear. You guys have seen some of my travel vlogs where I'm hanging out with him. Great dude. Just that one instance. I wasn't a fan of that one instance happening. Oh, polls are pretty close. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Where were we? No. I'm not saying Mac. I'm not saying he's for sure going to use it forever. I'm just saying I wonder if he is. I'm not sure. It was just asking a question. I'm not saying he's going to. I'm just asking a question if he's going to. Do you guys think he's going to? I see his Uncle John in all sorts of gear right now. Crazy Uncle Jim, Levi, right? Everyone talking about prime John. John is his prime right now. John is not in his prime right now. You crazy. I'm here for the atrocious news. Chave. John in his 30s to 40s was his prime, I think. Yeah, John's almost 60. Right? Talzo looking stronger than ever. Dave Anderson put Chave in a new pot with fresh black dirt to give him a chance. A pot 4 times the size. 4 times the size. Derek, I don't like Levon, but he was definitely on the verge of passing out. I agree. He was definitely super tired. Vitalia Hermes. Vitali. Dave Anderson says, get the plant food that mixes with water and don't give him city water fresh out of the faucet. Seems to set for an hour before. Needs to set for a day before watering plant. I'm getting like dyslexic here trying to read these. Igor Serrano says, when do you think you're going to be able to talk about your next match? Thank you. As soon as the promoter announces the card, I will talk about it. Akshay, what's going on? Says, hi, Derek. What's going on, man? Morkish says, the real question is, why did Levon try to wrist curl 220 pounds? That's true. I agree with you, bud. Says Archdog. Coerce says, yes, let's vote if the athletes. Yes, let's vote on if an athlete should keep going after stress/injury. Dude, it is close. So slightly more people think he did not have to really stop at that moment. And, it's even getting closer, 49 to 51. Wow. We have 119 people in here. You guys, not even half of you guys voted. Can we get everybody to vote, please? We never get a bunch of people to vote. We always have like a half. Can you guys vote? Let me know if you guys think Levon really was tired against Hermes and had to stop at that round, or do you think he could have kept going like another round, but then he would have lost, so he didn't want to do that. I want to get more votes, please. Oh, okay. More people siding with Levon. 52% say they believe, 54% say they believe him that he had to stop at that round. Okay. Let's see. Levon literally couldn't make it back to the table. McGillicuddy. Okay. Akshay says, brother, do you think Devin can get over Levon when they pull next? That's a big order. I think Levon has to be seen as a favorite no matter what. Anybody that says Devin's the favorite, you could hope for Devin and cheer for him, but to say he's the favorite over Levon, what would people base that off of? Like, Levon was so much stronger than Devin, he literally broke him. No matter what Devin's accomplished, I don't think any of his recent accomplishments would place him over Levon. It could make it interesting. Like, let's see the match. But anybody that says, they think Devin for sure is going to beat Levon, like, I don't know. That's just kind of hopeful thinking, I think. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm saying, but to have Devin as the favorite, I don't know where it'd be based off of. Derek, stop noticing these things. I think Levon would literally be dead if it continued. Okay. Damn it, I was falling behind you guys. Gibran, Levon changed his statement. He not losing a match is more important than not losing a round. Oh, he did he? I didn't know that. Okay, good to know. Levon lost 2 rounds by forfeiting. He quit, which is worse than getting pinned. Says Shane Owens. Crazy Uncle Jim, Derek, F. Levon, he wasn't faking it. He was ghost F. Levon, but he wasn't faking it. He was ghost white. His heart was overworked. He was going to drop. He went back up there. Okay. I say Vito said, why would Levon fight if he won the match? They would have gave him time to catch his breath. Arm Wrestling fan says he's overweight. Shot says, I think he risks his health continuing 4th round. Andy Beckett, hey, Derek and chat. What up, Andy? Gibran says he doesn't want the pressure of not losing a round after Ermi's match. Morikush says weighing 400+ pounds and redlining almost every match would take a toll on his heart, I bet. He mentioned it was hot as well. He himself said it. 150 people here. Only 64 likes. Hit that like button, says Archdog. Hey, thank you, guys. Jeremy Lloyd says, is Todd Hutchings realistically the number 1 ranked arm wrestler in the USA? No, I don't think Todd Hutchings stylistically, I don't think he beats Dave Chafee. Michael Todd coming back, I don't think he beats Michael Todd. I don't think he beats Jerry Caderet. I would even be interested in seeing him and Corey West. I think that if I'm trained up, I can beat Todd Hutchings. I think. So no, I don't think he's number 1. Bone says, did I miss the bad news? It was Chave's dying. Kane says, convenience-wise, it didn't look good for Levon, but he was definitely ghost white and didn't look well. Hard to say if he was physically capable of competing without being the examining doc. It was that, dude, I'm not saying he wasn't tired, guys, at all. I'm not saying he wasn't tired. Obviously, the dude was dying. That is a crappy time to back out right before we're for sure going to lose the next round. All right, so 71 votes. Hey, that's better. That's more votes than we normally get in these polls. All right, I'm gonna close it down at 71 votes. 56% of you guys said yes. 43 or just changed. 43% said no. 57% said yes. So more of you guys think that Levon really did he had to stop right then, and it was not chosen to avoid losing a round. Okay, that's public opinion. That's fine. I am not, that's fine. Not everybody has to agree with me, and that's totally okay. I still love you guys to death, right? It's okay. This is one thing arm wrestling community needs to understand in general, I think. It's okay if we disagree on some stuff. It's not the end of the world. Doesn't mean we have to hate each other. It's okay. We can all have our own opinion. Let's see. Like, if we have a different opinion on how tired Levon was, it doesn't mean we should hate each other. It's like weird. People will be like, hate Derek Smith or something like that. He shared this one opinion I didn't agree with. Screw that guy. It's just kind of weird. People take this stuff very far. Let's see. What's next for Toddzilla? I'm not sure. I don't know. Bottled water is tap water. My next match was canceled. I'm sorry, Shane. That sucks. We're going to need a cave autopsy. Oh, Chave autopsy live. Daniel Jesus Mejias says YouTube broke the poll on mobile. Let's see. Vaughn says that man was pale white. He had to stop. All horsepower, no endurance. Dave Anderson, plant's root system needs to have a room to be bigger on the plant. Dave, I got you. Derek, can you please call out Jerry? Love to see that match. Jerry right now would beat me, but if I had substantial time to prep for it, maybe I can give him some. Fully healthy and prepared, Levon is basically unbeatable anytime soon. Levon versus Devin in January would be close. Todd Colazzo. Elijah says Devin 3-2 based on the fact that he's just stupid. I think the never lost a round holds up on a albeit weak technicality. However, if and when he comes back, he may lose a round. says Daniel. Wing Zero, I hope Devin wins versus Levon. Okay. What crap? Where was it? Greetings from Switzerland. Eggs, what's going on? Explosive Arm Wrestling Swiss. What up? What are your thoughts on Devin versus Dennis match? We're gonna get there. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Derek, what's the basis you say Hermes made Levon quit? Will Devin beat Hermes and easy there you go? That arm wrestling math doesn't carry over, correct, in my opinion. Super chat, man. This is gonna be, maybe this might be the last super chat ever hang out with Chave, guys. This might be the last one. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Stan. With the $25. Thank you, sir. He says, how do you think the Devin match would have gone with Devin at his current level versus Dennis before his health issues? Oh, man, that would have been interesting. Okay, let's just assume that Devin attacks the old Dennis. So Dennis arm wrestle, or Devin arm wrestles the exact same he did this match, and Dennis does the same thing he did this match, but it's just the other Dennis. We'll say Dennis's bicep was a lot stronger, so that's not going to open up as much, right? Even though it was kind of hanging in there a little bit, but I don't know if Devin could have driven through whenever he wanted, or if he was just trying to mess up Dennis's wrist. Dennis's wrist was a lot stronger, right? We barely ever saw Dennis's wrist get folded back in his career, not very often. Like Arson took it back a little bit. I think he lost it a little bit against Michael Todd at one point, but he rarely ever lost his wrist. So I would say his wrist was a lot more solid, his cupping ability to not lose his wrist. How much more solid is the question? How much more solid was it? Because I don't know if the question would have been, could Devin take his wrist, problem number one, and drive through that arm and that bicep after taking it? Could he be offensive against old Dennis? I don't know. I don't know the strength difference. How big of a gap it was. That's how people were trying to beat Dennis back in the day, trying to be active and offensive and things like that. And it didn't work too well then, but man. I don't know. I really don't have a solid answer just because I don't know how much stronger Dennis was. I know that angle would have been really hard, I think, to the old Dennis, to beat old Dennis that way. Man, it's too. I wouldn't even put money on it. What do you guys think? We'll do this. I know this question's being around the internet all the time. Who wins? I have a feeling I already know the answer. Most people are just going to say Devin, but I wonder how much. So, current Devin or oops. Oh no! What is that? I hit a button. Or 2018. I know it's gonna be predominantly Devin votes, but just kind of wondering how big the gap is going to be. Okay, so thank you for your super chat, brother. I appreciate the support and the love. Thank you for hanging out with Chave, probably on his last podcast ever. Thank you. Okay, what are your thoughts on the Devin? Oh, sorry, we talked about that. Crazy Uncle Jim. Derek, what's the basis you say Hermes? Oh wait, read that already. Whoa, calling out today Zilla. Wait, who passed away? Chave. Quit hating Derek, says Brandon Thomas. Come on, man. McGill, Cody, Derek, just admit Uncle Todd is your daddy. Todd Hutchings, the man. I love Todd Hutchings. That's my boy. I do think that me prepared and everything like that, I think I can beat Todd. I think that my arm's too tall and too long. I have a strong enough hand, and I think I have the side pressure mixed with the hand to get it done. I think, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. As a fan of Levon, I only see a problem with the activity for his legacy, but I guess you have to back off from PEDs. Talk to us about your opinion of Devin versus Dennis match. I'm trying to get there. I want to finish working through these, but the chat has taken off on me. Levon stopped polling because he didn't want to be seen as getting pinned and keeping that record of going unpinned, says JP. JP does not make much sense since quitting was worse looking, in my honest opinion. David says, if we had no memory of 2022 and just compared Hermes and Levon against Devin versus Levon, we would logically guess that Devin would smash Levon. But I don't think that Levon was in good shape against Hermes. I think Levon was in amazing shape against Hermes. Devin spanks Prime Dennis all day long, says Crazy Uncle Jim. What's the bad news? Chave, who's Eric's next opponent on stage? I have not announced yet. Ryan Bowen versus Peak Dennis, no chance. JP, how much better can Devin be in just a couple months of Gennady? Nobody's talking about the loss of Gennady. Is Gennady higher than we think? Gennady's amazing. Gennady is my third favorite arm wrestler of all time. Love Gennady, man. That dude is amazing. Dennis said his prime was a decade ago, not 2018. Oh, well, whatever. Most people think 2018 Dennis is prime. My bad news, Derek is quitting arm wrestling, taking up origami. He's almost a black belt now. Devin didn't lift any weights for Gennady, no inside training, and he still could have won dominantly. His bicep was still tweaked as he felt it trying to lift. Okay, Leo says, Liberty never forget, says, go to Arm Gods, please. People talking to each other. Devin would beat Gennady today, no doubt. Matt Mass versus Derek, let's do it. Jamie Sheldon, what bad news? Chave Davey. This is his last podcast. What up, Jamie? John beat Prime Dennis, so current Devin should smoke him. I don't know if John beat Prime Dennis. When Dennis was the strongest he's ever been, then Dennis beat John. They ran that match back the next day. Devin smashes back then. Okay. All right, so let's get back into this East versus West. Wait, how's the poll doing right now? The poll is 79% saying current Devin beats 2018 Dennis. 21% saying old Dennis to beat Devin. 57 votes, 141 people in here. Guys, why do people not want to vote so bad? If you guys get a chance, vote in the poll. I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. All right, next match. God, I'm spit flying out of my mouth here. David Samushia versus Abdulmanaf Chuzoyev. His name was rough for me. Abdulmanaf, I did a little bit of research before the match on Abdulmanaf versus David, and Abdulmanaf looked to be a hardcore hook puller. Turns out we were right, or that prediction was right, that he was dedicated to hooking against David. David Samushia played it calm, cool, and clegg. Boom. Abdulmanaf got the first pin a little bit too fast, but then after that, David just took control. Abdulmanaf, after he couldn't pin David in a slower hook. And that's the thing that kind of tripped me out about that match, is that first round, Abdulmanaf was super quick, got it done. And the speed from the first round going into the second, third, and fourth round, just by the time they pulled like the fourth round, they were like easing into a hook, which Abdulmanaf, like, it seems like he kind of lives and dies by being fast and explosive, like the other Kazakhstan pullers. So that kind of surprised me a little bit that the speed slowed down so much, and he didn't try anything else. I think at one point he kind of tried a little bit of a top roll, but it went to a hook anyway. David Samushia showing how badass he is. That was another one I predicted correctly, that David would be able to hold through there in that hook. So I knew it was going to hook. John didn't beat Prime Dennis. Unpopular opinion, Dennis is just as good of shape or better than before, and Devin is just that strong now. I mean, look at what he did to Hermes. Give Chave Davey stem cells. That will save it. Vote or Chave gets the hose again. Stop it. How often did Prime Dennis pull? Was Prime Dennis only a periodized Dennis? Yeah. He only pretty much did Zloty, right? He would do Zloty and he would do A1. So you do like 3 things a year. I think Derek beats Matt Mask. If Derek was Canadian, he might be second best in Canada. I assume Matt Mask in reality is second in Canada. Old Grumpy Gardner says, does Devin beat Bobkin in a fight? I don't know anything about Bobkin's fight background, but Devin's is pretty established. Albeit he's older, but I think he's stronger than Bobkin, and I think he has most likely has a more extensive fighting background. So I would like to favor Devin, but maybe someone tells me Bobkin's X Russian special forces and expert at specifically hand-to-hand combat and something like that. I don't know. Patrick Murphy, what's the bad news? Chave Dafy. Not doing too hot. All right. Rustam Babayev versus Irakli Zarakashvili. I predicted Irakli. This is one a lot of people did not agree with me on. I really thought Irakli would get it done a little easier than that. I didn't think it'd go down to 3-2. But yeah, I mean, Irakli's style goes really well against Rustam's style. Rustam was able to sink in that hook a few times, but in the end, Irakli started being able to drive sideways, back, and then sideways enough where Rustam couldn't get a hold of him anymore. So it played out the way I thought, but I didn't expect Rustam to get a couple pins like that. So credit to Rustam for going against someone who has a good answer for his style and still being able to make it that close. Hopefully we get to see him back. I know he was having a little rubbing that chest, and I think his chest is bothering him still after hurting it. So, but still a legend. And Irakli's like a lot younger. I think Rustam was 40, and Irakli's like 26. So, yeah, Irakli Zarakashvili is a beast. Casey Jones, the $2 super chat. Smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Smooth. Yeah, I like smooth. Smooth for me personally. Buddy Hale, I knew the plant was going to die. Stop it, buddy. You didn't know. It's the cold weather. Crazy Uncle Jim. Devin was a soldier, put a gun or knife in his hand. He's deadly. That doesn't always translate to MMA or boxing. I believe Devin was a hand-to-hand combat specialist in the military, and he trained jiu-jitsu for a long time. I think. So I think it was like unarmed combat was what he was the best at. I think that was like his main thing. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect. Yeah. So after that was Sarah Bachman and Igle Vaitkut. Wow. This is my second match I got, I guess, incorrectly. I thought I'm hearing that Sarah is next level. That's all I'm hearing is Sarah's next level. Last time we saw Igle, it was last time, right? It was when she lost to Gabby. And Gabby's amazing. So that, I got it. But man, they said Sarah's all new, next level, been training her butt off, like something we haven't seen before, from what I was hearing on the grapevine. So I was like, okay, well, Sarah's at a new level. Igle, lost her last match. I don't know how hard she's been training. I don't see a lot about her. Okay, I'm going to favor Sarah. Apparently, Igle got home after losing to Gabby and just like time to get after it because she came in an absolute monster. Yeah, was that the most dominant victory of the night? Do you think that was the most one-sided victory of the night? It might have been. Yeah, Igle looked ridiculously strong, man. It was supposed to be Igle stays outside and Sarah tries to get that hook and go sideways, and because Sarah's arm is supposed to be a little bit stronger than Igle's, Igle went into the hook with Sarah, and I don't know. That caught me off guard. I was like, oh, I was wrong. Like, I was 100% wrong. So, credit to Igle. Hopefully, whatever, Sarah thinks she did wrong, whatever, she's able to fix that and come back even stronger and make her return. But yeah, Igle, congratulations to Igle. That was crazy. Let's see. Bobman, sup? Buddy Hale, the cold weather in the house, LOL. And Devin was also in special forces too. Yeah. Patrick Murphy, why do you think Devin can get do you think Devin can get Chave at Vital hookup? Maybe. Yvonne was dominant too. Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe it might have been Yvonne. Yvonne's match might have been more dominant. That's a good point. It was definitely between those two, probably. Next match. Zaur versus Georgie. Called it. A lot of people, Zaur likes to dump. He'll start here, but in the end, he'll go down here. That wrist will cave. Georgie will fight up and up and up. And I'm telling you guys, it's really if we're talking about just styles, just talking about stylistic, that if someone likes to arm wrestle with their wrist dumped, then someone that likes to fight for height will have the technical advantage, right? The technical advantage. Now, there could be a strength gap where that won't matter, but if the strength is dead even, the guy with the knuckles up against the guy that dumps, the guy with the knuckles up will have an advantage and will win that. So we didn't know a lot of Zawar's current level because he hadn't competed at East vs. West yet. Georgi is strong. I knew he was willing to climb. So I had him picked as the favorite, and it panned out exactly how I thought it would. With Georgi just regripping and going up and up and up, and Zawar losing his hand, and then once Zawar lost his hand, that was it, man. That was all she wrote. Ricky Walker, there you are, man. I haven't seen you in a while. With the 1999 super chat, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. He says, for my old homie Chave. Much respect. Thanks, man. What do I do, guys? Like, I don't know if he can come back. There's a little green on there. I don't know if he grows like full new leaves or what. But even the stock, even the base right here is brown. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can bring him back. So I'll try to throw one of those nutrient sticks in there. I don't know. We gotta see. I gotta see if there's anything we can do. Do I get a new plant? I don't know. I gotta talk to Bridget. We got a lot of decision making to do. So either way, thank you for the support, brother. Thank you for the love. Chave says thank you. Let's see. Awesome video, current Devin. Okay. Georgie, a.k.a. Lemon Saganashvili. Kane says, give the plant some heat lamp or something. Tim Kennedy said, Wing Zero says, Tim Kennedy is probably the best special forces fighter skill-wise. He was in the UFC and a champ. Oh, God. Wing Zero's going to break out into his tangent about Tim Kennedy. Oh, no. Wing Zero always goes on his tangents. All right, next match. John Brzenk and Sasha Andreev. The third match, I guessed incorrectly. But as you guys know, we always go with the GOAT in this channel. I don't regret that decision at all. It's always pro John. We will always guess John to win. Always pay our respects to the GOAT. 100%. So, I knew that the angle that Sasha likes to drive is a similar, not the same, similar angle to Todd Hutchings. We saw how Todd Hutchings and John went. That was bad. I thought that John would have been able to manipulate Sasha's hand a lot more than he did. I really thought that he would have Sasha's hand, but potentially Sasha could drive sideways so hard, just kind of whittle it away at John. Sasha was just dominant all around. His wrist was dominant. His arm was dominant. That did not go anything like I really thought it would go at all. Sasha's a beast, man. He's proven it. He's young. He's healthy. I get it, but credit to Sasha. That was what did you guys think about that match? What did you guys think about John versus Sasha? Devin winning the poll, 77-23. Gotcha. Archdog says, I've seen my mom bring him back from that before. From that level of death? All right. Let's see. Wing Zero says, it's true. My daughter says, yo. Would you guess Georgi has the edge on Hermes? It's stylistically. Yeah, stylistically. Does Hermes have enough to just overpower it? Maybe. But Georgi stylistically has the edge on Hermes. So I think it'd be a good match. I really want to see it. Derek just got here. What's the bad news? Says Michael's workspace. Chave Davey is not doing too well at all. I feel like he cut too much weight. Wing Zero, 99.99% of JTF2 Delta Force. Oh my gosh. Wing Zero is going off. Time for a new Chave. Maybe a Venus flytrap juiced out to the gills. Maybe we can think of another arm wrestling related plant. Emma, your dad needs help with plants. See to it, says Dave. She's busy doing homework, Dave. After that, Todd Hutchings and Angarbayev. So that was, for a lot of people, that was the main match they're looking forward to. Yeah, it was definitely up there for me. So it was trying to figure out, is this king of posting back pressure and getting good against the king of side pressure? What I didn't expect is I thought Angarbayev was going to have a little more connectivity in here And I really thought it would be he's offensive. Todd has to start over here and just slowly starts bringing it back slowly. So I picked Todd as the winner, right? So I predicted the match correctly in terms of who's going to win, but I really thought it'd be more of a grinder for Todd. The fact that Todd was hitting first and Angarbayev was constantly over here trying to bring it back and pull through Todd's shoulder, that kind of blew my mind. I did not expect Todd to be the offensive one throughout that match. So that was the biggest thing. That was a shocker to me, that Angarbayev couldn't really work through Todd's arm at all, and like even with backwards, like couldn't get that done. That shocked me a little bit, or a lot. But Todd was just superior side pressure and just gets it done. That was crazy, man. What did you guys think about that match? Mark KDX Raider, maybe it's time for John to start pulling slappies at the fair and stay away from the guys with funny last names. John Teller, you covered the Sasha Otainov match already, and thoughts about Yvonne match? Yeah, I covered those matches. You got to rewind a little bit, man. I've just been going through the order of the matches the way they came out. It's always sad to see John lose, but without tough matches, I doubt he keeps pulling. Tio says, Uncle John, amazing performance. Or Uncle Todd. Sportsmen. I don't read Russian, man. I don't know what that says. I think it's Russian. Tex Prana says, dang, I'm late, busy cooking. Sorry, man. Daniel says, get a 6'8" saguaro cactus as your next houseplant. One that's my size. Todd Kirgali match was awesome. I agree. I expected it. I expected Angarbayev to be a little more offensive. Kind of shocked me. Now, Devin and Dennis. I don't know my thoughts on it. I mean, I thought if you guys go back to predictions wise, like I was predicting that match to be a little definitely closer than it was. I think a lot of people have Devin as the favorite, but I don't think a lot of people thought it was going to be like that, right? I thought, maybe Dennis was putting out the videos he was putting out weren't really how strong he was. Wasn't really him pulling full strength. I thought maybe Dennis had some. Devin gives Dennis so much credit for being so intelligent with his training and his approach to arm wrestling. I was like, okay, the way it's looking, it can't be that way. Dennis has to have something kind of ready, But Devin just being super active on the table and able to expose Dennis's hand and wrist, and then his bicep and all that stuff, and just being so active. Man, I didn't think it was going to go that way. Really, I thought Devin would be. It would be like a little bit of a stalemate. Dennis would start trying to be offensive, and Devin might go to a King's move, but then eventually Dennis's wrist would crack, and then Devin would start working back. And I thought it was like that, but then Devin wins. I didn't think Devin would have Dennis on the defense of all time. That was crazy, man. So congratulations to Devin Larratt for cracking Denis Saplenkov. Definitely owned him. Devin was by far the superior athlete that day. So, yeah, that didn't go the way I thought, but I did think Devin was going to win. So congratulations to him. So that ended me at 8 for 11. What matches did you guys predict incorrectly? What did you guys get? Out of the 11, how many matches did you guys predict incorrectly? I missed 3. Let's see. To me, Sasha was built more like a white orc than Paul Lynn. What? No, Paul. No way. What? You're crazy. Derek the Saguaro Smith. Tio says, didn't know Sasha is a vegan. Oh, I didn't know that either. Tip says, with the 199 super chat, hey, Big D, sorry I can't send my man. Thank you for anything. Thank you for supporting the channel. You're all good, man. You don't have to donate nothing. So I'm thankful for anything. Hope you're doing well, man. Let's see. Week 0, UFC. Okay, still talking about UFC fighters. I would not want to arm wrestle a cactus. Yep, me neither. Captain Avi says, holy arm pump. Dennis's arm looked like it was going to pop like a water balloon. Yeah, that thing was huge. Mark says, was looking for a bit more from Dennis, but Dennis probably didn't know exactly where he was at. He knows now. Bob Bobman says, I thought Devin would catch and bleed, and that would be a problem, but he brought it hit after hit, which is very cool. Would like to see him pull this way more often. I agree. You know what's crazy, guys? Okay, check this out. I was thinking about this earlier today. So in arm wrestling, what tends to happen is as we train arm wrestlers, we get more and more sport specific, right? So Devin is at the point now where he does like 1-inch lifts, like 3 different lifts. That's it. And like 1-inch lifts mixed with table time. Like that's it. Everything he does is very sport specific. So for a long time, we went from seeing Devin known for versatility to seeing Devin do kind of one move all the way down to like pretty for sure Devin only doing one move, right? Gets the one move so dialed in that he's able to start being sport specific in a second move. And then now he's starting to get a little more center table control. He's got so specialized in sports specific that he's starting to get specialized in multiple things at once, which will end up bringing him full circle back to being well-rounded. You see what I'm saying? Like he went from having an A in 4 main moves of arm wrestling to an A+ in one, then you got an A+ in a second, and now you got A+ in a third, and now but he's going to slowly get back to being well-rounded and be able to do. Will he get center table control back now? Is this the Devin we're going to see? We're not seeing him Kings move as much. We're seeing him more shoulder committed, more center table top rolling. Like, what's next? Is Devin going to start deep hooking again? Like without his shoulder behind it? Like, is this the next evolution of it? Does he get so evolved that he reverts back to old Devin? But he's so far beyond it. He's transcended. He thinks hooking is inferior style of arm wrestling. But will he go all the way back around to it? It's just kind of crazy to me that he's getting more well-rounded again, but more sports. He's more specified in his training and everything he focuses on, which is kind of funny to me. He's kind of coming around. That tattoo gives him superpowers. Devin's style change has been fun to watch. Joe Nelson said, I'm surprised Dennis is even ranked in the East versus West top 10 rankings. Shouldn't you have to win around against someone to be ranked in the top 10? Well, he beat John, but yeah. So how do we know Gennady can beat Dennis now? So do we know Gennady can beat Dennis now? Gennady has more options. Dennis still does have like a King's move type of thing. I think Gennady. I'd favor Gennady in that personally. I'd favor Gennady. 60-40, 70-30. 70-30, Gennady to me. Max says, Devin losing to Levon was amazing for the sport. Turned Devin into a more conventional monster who pulls everyone. Devin versus Ivan left. Ivan Machichenko? Oh, because Ivan said he wanted to pull Devin, right? Woo! Wait, Devin doesn't have a King's move left-handed, right? Ivan is he is Mr. Fundamental. Man, I'd love to watch it. I feel like Devin being an outside puller, I feel like he'd had a lot of length on him. Man, I feel like Ivan Machchenko and Devin left. I would host a poll, but I know everybody's going to vote for Devin. But I'd really like to see that. That's close to me, and I'm giving the nod to Devin, but slightly. 55-45. Like, slight nod to Devin. That's it. Devin always talks about how strong his opponents are. It looks that way. More badass when he wins. Yeah, he always builds up his opponents for sure. Talked Dennis up like a mofo until they went to the war and crushed him. Andre Alexiev says Devin King's moved Jordan Sonov and Svetkov lefty. Did he King's move Svetkov lefty? I saw that match, but I didn't really study it at all. I think I was in bed asleep. I just kind of watched it real quick. Modern Yin says, I'd like to say Devin might have the strongest wrist in the world right now, or at least top 3. The way he cracked Hermes was mind-blowing to me. The Hermes match was interesting. In terms of physical things we can read and physical levels, he just destroyed Hermes so much up here. I don't know how much we can even read into strength levels in that match. Hermes was so messed up and slow and angry and just give uppy. I don't even know if he was going, how much he went. Did he even give it his all? It's hard to read that match in terms of to see what level Devin's at physically from that match, because that match was just a nightmare of head games. Really, it's just hard to take anything out of that one. This one, Dennis gave it his all. I guess we get to see really Devin get at it, and I could read more into that. But the Hermes one was just Hermes a lot of that. So I don't know. I don't know how much we can read into how strong Devin was, because Hermes was a beast leading into that, and Devin like damn near almost flashed him one round. Like, I don't know. It's hard. That one doesn't give me a lot of intel for Devin's physical level currently for me. David or Dennis better than Hermes, and Dennis is better than Hermes as Devin is levels above. Dennis could be number 2 behind Devin. Oh, nah, I don't think so. Hey, this guy here. What's the bad news? Oh, Chave's not doing too hot. Kevin McNeely, do you think Georgi is going to be stronger than Dennis? I think Georgi's amazing. Georgi. I think he's amazing. He's been around for a while. I think he's getting stronger and more dominant. He says he's never lost his wrist ever, right-handed. So I'm really interested to see this match. This match with him and Devin might be better than people think. They're supposed to have the match right-handed at King of the Table, I believe, right? It might be better than people think. I'm going to have to really give that one some thought and break it down, because I haven't really sat down and thought about it too much, right? Georgi's going to do what he does. He's going to post knuckles high, and he's going to do this. Devin has a king's move, but if he lets Georgi go knuckles up and keep prying, he might get that wrist opened up. So is Devin going to try to hook Georgi? I don't know if he can. I'm expecting Devin will have leverage advantages on Georgi. I believe his arm's a little bit longer. So I'm expecting probably Devin to sit center table and really fight high, and try to stop Georgi from winning the riser battle. That's probably because Devin's getting a little more center table savvy. That's what I'd expect. Obviously, I still have Devin as the favorite, but I'm just trying to picture how he's going to get it done. Could be interesting. It could definitely be interesting. I mean, there's definitely a chance we could see a crazy upset. I mean, Georgi's looking amazing right-handed. But I understand people are saying Devin wins 3-0. How? Explain to me how. Don't just say he's going to win 3-0. Explain to me. Make it make sense to me how he wins 3-0. Right? How and where? What fails on Georgi? What part fails? His arms just randomly going to open up when he still has his riser? Or is he going to hook Georgi? I don't know. Explain to me how. I think Devin. I'm believing Devin will find a way. I'm just trying to picture it right now. Yeah, I don't really like that match. To be honest, Hermes wasn't able to apply any power. I would love to see more of a match. Yeah, says John Taylor. Do you think, or it was just what it looked like? That's the simplest explanation, says David. What it looked like? That Hermes impersonation was epic. Georgi can't finish Devin. Devin Kings moves him on purpose as a strategy round 1. Jay Nez says, was it bad news that Chave Davey died? Yeah, it got watered. Everybody stop blaming me. Well, I mean, I guess it is my fault, so I take care of the plant, but I watered him. Georgi's really strong, but a one-trick pony. True. It's a good trick, though. Kings move, gas him out, comes forward in round 3. He might take Devin's wrist, but Devin will transition and press. Bajent versus Dennis could be fun if Bajent gets fully back in shape. Yeah. I think if you're not able to pin Jerry, you're not going to pin Devin. They're just so wildly different. Okay. I'm not connecting those dots, but all right. Devin over top rolls round 1 on purpose. Georgi won't be able to press and will burn his hand out. So you're saying that Devin hits a king's move and Devin goes knuckles up when he king's moves, and Georgi is going to be, they're going to say go. Georgi's going to be posting back and climbing as high as he can. So he's going to be challenging Devin's riser when he king's move, and Georgi will be above him because Devin ducks his elbow back when he king's moves a little bit. So Georgi will have superior height. So you think Devin's riser at this length will hold up against Georgi vertical and prying? I mean, Devin's riser is amazing. He trains the crap out of it. Definitely possible. Georgi's a real threat. Or Georgi's a real threat right there, I think. I don't think Devin will win round 1. Devin will definitely make a strategy after round 2. Devin won't lose a round, says Corey. I'd like to see a match. What would happen to Devin if it disappeared again for 4 months like he did for Monster Michael Todd at King of Table 1? Can imagine if Devin took 4 months off hardcore table time and got healthy and jacked. Ibra says, what do you think is going to be different from their lefty match? Because both of them have a better right. I think Georgie's wrist is different right-handed. I think he arm wrestles a little bit differently. He attacks with it a different angle. And Devin has different options right-handed. So I think he might try. There's a potential he could try to be offensive, like we just saw. I think it's a little bit different. For Chad, if you want to know who's best fighter, martial artist, Wing Zero is still going on this UFC stuff. Georgie, fueled by lemons, eats all the skin, and yeah, he's a beast. Has Larry been training arm wrestling? How is he going to beat Leonidas? Yeah, I was supposed to go to the gym tomorrow with Larry, and I just had to cancel after a wedding. So me and him are going to be in the gym Saturday together. But yes, Larry's always training; he never stops. And I believe he's going to beat Leonidas. I'm trying to get out there, man. I really want to go to Dubai to help be in Larry's corner for the match. But I believe he beats Leonidas. Bob Bauman says Devin will hammer curl Georgie to open him and transition to a press. Oh. Still live. What's the bad news? Chave not doing too hot. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like I've seen him Kings move without his riser. He'll lose his cup sometimes, but he usually doesn't dump his riser like this. Usually. That's still engaged, but he'll lose his cup, but he'll still be risen up. So it'll be like this, but not down. Usually. King's move is pronation based. It'll look like Prudnik match. Corey eating all those lemons. I don't think we will see King's move right hand with Georgie. Devin is going to orthodox nowadays. Devin shows top roll and setup, jumps to hook to open his bicep. Devin jumps into a hook against him. All right. Devin killed a stronger Hermes, though. Devin 100% will go open top and try to top roll him. Shave. He doesn't need water, Wing Zero. All right. I've talked about this. Just gave him water yesterday. Derek, do you think Georgie can move Devin off center? Yes. Off center? Yes. DL pulled with GT in England, so he's got it all figured out for a month already. All right, guys. I'm all caught up with the chat. How's everybody else doing today? Anything else we need to talk about? All right, we went over all of East versus West. King of the table coming up. That is Devin and Georgie and Vitaly and Hermes. Vitaly and Hermes. I think Vitaly looks insane. I think Hermes is also insane. I think, though, a super match ready, I think Vitaly should take it. Unless Hermes gets real stupid with it, then maybe he'll have something for Vitaly. But I think traditionally, if Hermes loses his hand, besides the Levon match, if Hermes loses his hand, he's out. Kind of same thing with Vitaly. So it's usually a hand fight. In a hand fight, I favor Vitaly. Way longer arm. And I think he's just going to be able to go way above Hermes. And then Hermes will fall off with his hand, I think. I don't expect it to be like Hermes and Levon at the end. I don't think Hermes will do that. So I'm favoring Vitaly, and I'm putting it at a 65-35. 65-35 Vitaly in my head. How often you trade forearms? 5 days a week, plus arm wrestling once a week. So, but different aspects of the forearm, right? There's like cupping, pronation, rising. I don't do all of them every day. Let's see. Devin is a way different puller when he pulled Prudnik. Do you guys do the Monday show? No, we can't. We didn't cancel them like permanently. We didn't do this last Monday, guys. Ryan had a family outing, and then I was going to try to do it myself, and I suddenly had a really bad stomach ache, and I was like, run to the bathroom. That was all bad, and I was like, guys, it's not panning out today. So we didn't end up doing it. We will be back on Monday, though. We'll do it on Ryan's channel, have him take over. We might have a guest. We're trying to get Brad Grundy on there, so we might have Brad on there with us, which would be pretty cool. I like talking to Brad. If you guys have any ideas of who you'd like to see on the Pulse, if you watch the Pulse, which you should, who do you guys think would go well in there? We've had Paul in a bunch of times. I don't think we've had Todd Hutchings, have we? Did we have Todd Hutchings on there? I've had Todd Hutchings on other podcasts. I don't think we had him on there though. Did we? I can't remember. But who do you guys think? Who would you guys want to see on the show? 60-40 Ermy says Bob Bobman. All right. Daniel says, do you think Vitali's number one left? Devin made quite a spectacle over the wall lefty hammer, saying that Dennis needs to give it to him once. Not sure what came of that. Yeah, they brought it up a few times. I don't know what the final verdict was at. And like, what happened at the end of the show? Why didn't they just close it down? That was so weird. They're like, Devin, talk crap. Like the show's over, and Devin's like, thank you, Dennis, much love, all the things. Okay, like, and then then Engen's like, no, talk crap. And then, okay. Awkward silence. Georgie, I'm gonna beat you. You suck. Georgie comes Hulk Hogan or comes like Ultimate Warrioring down the stairs, slides up on the stage and stuff. Awkward silence. Let's do this right now. Okay. And we're all like, what is going on? Like, what is happening around? Bobkin in the back, like, I challenged Devin officially to a UFC fight after he just congratulated Devin. What was that? Why did Bobkin have the mic? Okay. What? So Devin and Dennis, and then Bobkin gets the mic. I don't get it. And then Georgie, Ultimate Warriors onto the stage. And then they set up like they're going to have a match. And then you hear them be like, we probably shouldn't do this. Like, like they were all hot. And then they said, Devin got smart all of a sudden. He's like, we probably should do this because they're going to have a match King of the Table. Why would you do it right there? And then it was just like, it was just a really awkward final segment. Just so much dead airspace. And then like Neil sitting there the whole time, like, should I end this now? Or what is happening? And then it was the most awkward last like 10 minutes. It was really weird. John is always a good guest. Yeah, maybe we can get John on there. Are you still training under Paul Lynn's training style? Yes. Igor, you had him. I'll get his hour left-handed. Yeah, those after pulls are great. Roy Baker, what up, Roy? And Entine or Gabby on the pulse or the goat. Yeah, it was kind of crazy at the end. The end was damn circus. That was a great reenactment. I agree, 10 out of 10 reenactment. Who's best left hand right now? Did Morozov lose left-handed? Am I tripping? He still hasn't lost left-handed, right? I don't think Morozov hasn't lost left-handed. I'm not tripping, right? I think Morozov's still the guy. Did he lose? I think Morozov won. So isn't Morozov number one left-handed? And I think he's yeah. So I'm going Morozov on who's number one left-handed until proven otherwise. I'm gonna stick with Morozov. I lifted 150 kg for biceps. Can you? Wait, what's that? Like 320 pounds? Is it? What is it? What is 150 kg in pounds? More almost missed you. Sorry, never mind. That was right. Okay. Yeah, he lost to pruning right-handed. 330. Really? You lifted 330 pounds on biceps, huh? Attaboy. Hey, it's all you, man. That is all you. I'm not going to hurt my back trying to cheat curl 330 pounds. Because no one did it strict. So if you somehow got 330 pounds up, I don't even know who you are. You could be the world record holder and man himself. You got 330 pounds, you were cheating the moon out of that. So I don't want to know what kind of injuries I could sustain by doing that at all. That's a lot. Captain Biceps. Still waiting for the Yvonne match on YouTube, though I heard Yvonne destroyed him. Can't wait. Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad matchup. Bad matchup from the start, for sure. Yeah. All right, guys, it is 5:57. It is getting late here. I got to still cook dinner. What do you do? Emma wants to come on here and come say hi. You come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi to the chat. Say hi.
Hi.
She's literally dancing in the background trying to get my attention because she wants to come see you guys. Come say hi.
Hi.
Put your head in the chat. What are you doing? Why are you covering your mouth? Any questions for Emma in the chat? Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Me?
Oh, guys, by the way, I do have some cool news. Sorry for the 129 of you that are still in here. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited about this. I can't believe I didn't tell you guys. So in Anaheim, we had a big practice 2 weeks ago in Anaheim where everybody in Southern California, all the arm wrestlers get together, and there was a girl in the corner, and she was filming. I started with the camera, but a professional setup with a tripod, a big camera. She was putting lapel mics on people, and she was interviewing arm wrestlers. And so I asked them, the guys there, I said, "What's that? Who's that? What's going on over there?" And they said that that she was just doing random interviews, and then they told her kind of who I was at the practice. So she asked me for an interview. I said yes. Had a great interview. We talked about my whole story and arm wrestling and things like that. And so she asked if she could come to my practice at my grandma's house. And so turns out she is a film student at USC filming a documentary. And she wanted to do it about arm wrestling. So she came to my grandma's house. She interviewed my grandma, filmed my practice. She's great. She's awesome. And then she told me afterwards, though, that she wants to make me potentially the focal point of her documentary. So I don't know what's going on with that. By the way, FYI, I'll keep you guys updated on that. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. So, yeah. Anyway, just want to tell you. Oh, Brandon. Oh, hey, there he is. Oh, hey, what up, Brandon? I'll text you back in a little bit. Brandon was the one that was supposed to meet me up at the gym tonight. Brandon, I don't know how to say your last name. Sewell? He was supposed to meet me at the gym tonight, and he canceled, guys. Brandon, right there in the chat. He did it. He canceled. Can't believe you. Anyway, your movie will be out before Devin's, maybe. If it comes out, hopefully it turns out well. There's a lot more stuff to do, but all right. All right, guys. So I'm going to shut this down. I love you to death. If you guys are watching, you're not subscribed, that's weird. Please subscribe. I haven't been growing very many subscribers lately, but there's going to be more content coming out for sure because there's going to be some things changing pretty soon. But yeah, I think that's about it. Monday we'll be here for the Pulse. We'll be on Ryan Turner's channel, and then the following week back on my channel. Come back for the Pulse. Check out the awswitch.com moderators. Can you guys please plug the awswitch.com into the chat? Use discount code AWDerek. Save yourself a little bit of money. Bridget's been sending me a lot of new ideas for new shirts and things like that. So it's cool stuff coming out, new designs. And we're gonna have some colored shirts in there, like blue and red and stuff like that. So I really like blue, so I'm trying to get her to get a blue shirt. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. I love you. I'm undeserving all this attention and praise. Thanks for hanging out with me this Wednesday, guys, and I will talk to you later.